Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today we have MFF news relating to the upcoming update, and then we have a little bit of speculation on what's going on over at Marvel Future Fight headquarters. So first things first, we have improvements to timeline survival being planned for the upcoming October update. So it's not confirmation of, well, it is confirmation of brand new content, but it's also confirmation of existing content being reworked the update after it releases. And this is a big deal for a lot of reasons. The main one being that a lot of people liked timeline survival, but had a lot of criticisms of it as well. And so because of that, people were like, please, change this, change that, do this other thing, tweak this. This game mode can be really fun, it can be really good, but in its current state, it's kind of boring. And the worry that a lot of players had was usually what Marvel Future Fight does, they release a game mode out into the wild, and then they pretend it doesn't exist for up to a year, 2 years, 4 years, and then they finally, open their eyes. Oh, peekaboo, I see you. And then they fix it finally. We tons of examples of that. Alliance Conquest, Timeline Battle, World Boss, Story Mode, you name it. But this time around, they're not doing that, which is a really good sign. They are changing things up right away, right? The very next update. So this is really, really good. And they go on further to detail what some of those changes are. So let's check it out. Improvements to timeline survival are planned for the upcoming October update, like I said, as new difficulties will be added. So they're not only going to add new difficulties, which is awesome, which we really needed, and improvements made to the rewards and functions. So this is a triple threat. The function of the game mode is going to be improved, the rewards are going to be improved, and the difficulty is going to be improved. That's the big whammy that we all wanted. We ask for your understanding while we temporarily close the season before the update. So they basically don't want to start the season of timeline survival, and then when it patches next week, when we get an update for this Phoenix and Enter the Phoenix tournament type update with Captain America, whatever else we're getting from that, they don't want to then change timeline survival because it'll be a lot trickier to make some of the changes. And some people will be, let's say, in the middle of an incursion, and then or a threat level, whatever, and then maybe there's a new one out, or you know what I mean. It's just confusing. So they're gonna close it. Right, they're going to close it as of the 8th. Well, they're going to close it as of the 7th of October. So tomorrow, I guess, at 6 p.m. Pacific, which is 9 p.m. Eastern. You can do the math for yourself. And then the season will restart after the maintenance. So if you're a hardcore timeline survival player, make sure you burn all of your temporal energy before this time, because when they close it down, when they shut it down before the patch, they are going to reset all tokens and reset temporal energy. So you're gonna lose, you lose your timeline survival tokens anyways when a season ends, but you will also lose any extra banked temporal energy. So you should definitely burn all of that before tomorrow night. And you got about 36 hours from the making of this video. So yeah, the Marvel Future Fight team will do our best to create a game mode that our agents can enjoy battling in. That's awesome. I think it's really, really great. And I hope that you guys are excited about that as well, because we need more of this, right? We don't necessarily need new game modes. We just need the existing game modes to get tweaks and changes. They don't need massive overhauls, but things like squad battle, just getting an extra week so that it rotates in between restrictions, so that it can be kept a little bit fresh, like ABX, so on and so forth. The existing game modes are great. They just need a little bit of spicy flavor. It's kind of like bland chicken right now. So that's what's happening, and those are the changes that are coming to timeline survival. So keep a heads up for that. But there's more. So there was a patch that I've already downloaded on my game that has done a couple of changes here. They've changed the pre-update event quest token requirement from playing timeline battle survival, timeline survival, not timeline battle survival, to clearing 10 dimension missions. So yeah, this event quest here, if you hadn't done it already, so it's right there, Master of Dimensions. If you already did it, it's fine, it doesn't matter. You're not going to do it again and collect the reward again for the day, which is not bad. It's 50 Chaos Norn Stones. But if you hadn't done it yet, they patched it and they changed it to Dimension Missions instead of Timeline Survival, because they're going to be closing Timeline Survival down for the next 4 or 5 days before the update, so that's fine. And then they did finally update Sharon Rogers' 4th skill. They added the all defense down, but now it stacks immediately, and they also added the text that explains that she gets invincibility. So they're not actually buffing Sharon Rogers, they're just putting her where she was supposed to be. So yeah, you can see on her 4th skill now, it says invincibility, and it also says, before I think it was saying decrease all basic defense by like -5% or something like that, and then it stacked up to 45. Now it's just 45, so it'll stack up immediately, which is really good, right? It's really good for you know, making that damage very bursty right away when you're playing against world bosses that you can apply all defense down to. But yeah, her all defense down should now apply properly, so we can just go ahead and check that out very quickly in a match to verify that they actually did change that and fix it. I don't know what these teams are, don't ask me, but this will just take a second. I actually haven't run my world boss for the day. I've been busy, okay? This video, if there wasn't any MFF news, this video was going to be a rant about how Venom 2 could have been so much more. By the way, if you want to hear my Venom 2 rant, smash the like button on this video. If this video gets, let's say, 2,500 likes, I will do that. So there we go, blasting off, and there we go. We can see the all defense applied, -45. Perfect. It doesn't apply right away, keep that in mind. It applies on the last blast. So she kind of slams down the spear, she does a few test blasts, and then she gets her final blast in. It's that final big burst that applies the all defense down. So it's pretty late in the skills animation, but it's there now. So Sharon Rogers has been made whole with this patch. So pretty good. It only took them a week to fix that. It's kind of a long time. Okay, well, yeah, it is what it is. Maybe they were just waiting to do other things. I don't know. Last but not least, we have a little bit of speculation and a little bit of missing content. So the October update live stream will not be happening. Now it's a little bit funny here. It says, this notice is to inform all our agents that the June update live stream has been postponed. I would love to time travel with you, Marvel Future Fight, but we can't do that, I don't think. The live stream for the October regular update will not be held. So we're just straight up not going to have a Cage and Kim update for October, for the main update, for the regular update. But they are still preparing a live stream for the additional update, the October mid-month update. And then they're going to post a separate notice. So I think this happened earlier in the year. I can't remember exactly when. But this happened earlier in the year where we didn't have a live stream for, I think maybe we didn't have a live stream for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that update. But then we got an update for the mid-month, which was the Ultimates. I'm pretty sure that's when it happened. But anywho, this comes at a pretty coincidental time. Oh, hang on. We will be introducing new changes to Marvel Future Fight. I think they're talking about the timeline survival. And distributing coupon rewards as well in the upcoming live stream. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze. So this is pretty interesting in and of itself, but what's more interesting is what happened a couple of days ago with the first sneak peek. And by the way, we haven't had a second sneak peek yet, which is very unusual. You know, 99 times out of 100, the first 2 sneak peeks are back-to-back in days. They usually take a gap day or 2 between the 2nd and 3rd sneak peek, or the 3rd and 4th sneak peek, but never between the 1st and 2nd. So anywho, here's what's weird and what's coincidentally leading me to some speculation. The October update sneak peek was posted on the forums and posted on YouTube at the precise time that it's supposed to. Well, a minute off schedule, but whatever. 11 p.m. or 2300 on Monday. So it's posted here, and if you go on YouTube, it was also posted at 11. Where was it not posted on time? Twitter. On Twitter, this was posted the next day. So you see how this says Monday, October 4th? This is October 5th at 5 p.m. This is 16 hours later. And it was posted at 5:14 p.m., which is not even an exact time. Okay, so what's going on? I'm making a really big deal out of this. Oh, you guys can't actually see the time there. It's getting cut off by this thing. So I'm making a big deal out of this. What's going on? Okay, let me explain here. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. So there you go. It was posted at 5:14 p.m. on October 5th. So it was posted 16 hours and 14 minutes later. Why is that significant? Well, I'm not 100% sure. Again, this is purely speculation. I'm just speculating here. but I'm kind of sure personally that Cage runs the Twitter page for Marvel Future Fight. Now, hopefully not. I mean, both scenarios are bad, but scenario one, in my mind, if I'm guessing what happened, is that Cage is sick. Cage is not doing too well right now. That's why they can't have the update for the October live stream. And that's also why this tweet was delayed by 16 hours. Because these should be set up on a timer, right? You can set up tweets to go live in the future using a third-party app called TweetDeck. So it's not difficult to tweet, like, you know, and they have all these assets done in advance. So just type out the tweet and, you know, bada bing, bada boom. So the first theory I have is that he's not doing too well. He's sick or something like that. The second is that perhaps he has found other gainful employment. I don't know. But those are basically the only two scenarios, or maybe there's like a shuffle internally. He's been promoted. I guess that would be the one positive possibility, is he's been promoted to a new role and someone else is coming in and they're sort of learning the ropes, and they kind of goofed up here on the timing, and so, you know, Cage had to come in and save the day and explain it to them. So I don't know what's going on, but it is pretty coincidental, in my opinion, that these things are happening back to back. We've almost never seen a delayed sneak peek notice. I'm not trying to make a huge big deal out of it. I'm not saying the sky is falling or the game is burning down or whatever. This is just a mistake, a small mistake by the social media person who handles this kind of stuff for the game. They have a lot of duties, don't get me wrong. They got to track, you know, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, probably a lot of other, you know, Instagram, etc. Like, they have a lot of work, and they have way more work beyond that. I'm not saying they don't have anything to do. I'm just saying that this particular thing is not that difficult to pull off, right? In and of itself. And we know that it's not difficult to pull off because we've seen them perfect it for the last 6 years, right? They've released sneak peeks with every single update, and they've always been on time, more or less. There's been a couple of ones that weren't on time, but not quite like this. So in my mind, there's got to be some reason for why it's not on time. You know, someone's gone, someone's switched out, so there's someone new working there, someone's sick. It's got to be one of those three. So yeah, hopefully everyone over at Netmarble is okay. Obviously, I don't want anyone to be, you know, fingers crossed that everyone's doing well. And yeah, maybe I'm wrong and crazy, and it's just a computer malfunction. It's just a major malfunction. So yeah, that's basically it for Marvel Future Fight. A lot of good news, and then some, I guess, bad news. We like the live streams. We like the live stream updates. So a little bit of bad news sprinkled in with some to go along with it. So hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of all this and these developments, and what you're hoping to see from the Timeline Survival reworks. They talked about new difficulties, rewards, and functions. There's really not much else you can look forward to, because they've basically covered all the bases. So maybe get a bit more specific with what you're looking for. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.